just want to talk.
Hi,
Hi.
welcome to We Just Want to Talk, the podcast
Mm-hmm.
about Tegan and Sara, where we just want to talk about Tegan and Sara. Today we have me, Debbie, and Mariam. And today we're going to talk about Tegan and Sara's presence in media. So we're going to talk about
Social media.
social media. Yeah, sorry. Media was last time or the time before that. But
Yeah.
social media, so like all the platforms that they are present, and then how they interact with fans, how fans like interact with them, and starting from MySpace until like today, I think they're most of
Their
social medias
preferred
right now.
their preferred
Yeah,
social media
right now.
applications or platforms that they use starting from the mid 2000s,
Yeah,
MySpace
well,
until
they
now.
started with their website before MySpace. They had the website where they would,
I
I
thought
guess,
about
get
that, but it's not social media.
no, just like talking briefly how they interacted with fans before
Yeah, of
MySpace.
course.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So, okay,
Yeah,
go ahead.
all right.
MySpace is the
Yeah,
first
so
one.
MySpace, and then before that, after we finish the social media talk, we're going to analyze the song Cloud 9, which is a duet, right? It's a duet.
Yes. It's a featuring. They feature in
Beach
Cloud9,
Bunny and
Beach Bunny
Tegan
song
and Sara.
Cloud9. Yeah,
Hmm.
there was the original version where she talks about, I guess, an ex-boyfriend, and then
She uses the
re
pronoun he, so yeah.
he and then they remade the song with Tegan and Sara with all of the pronouns. And then the song went viral on TikTok, so that's why we chose the song.
This song, yeah. Well, let's begin with the social media presence now. Tegan and Sarah's social media presence has always been significant, especially to their fan base, and it's basically how they interact with the fans and how we can, talk to them. Sometimes they respond, or they, interact with the messages. And, sometimes they ask and we answer, and that's how they announce
Is there
their new
Substack social
projects.
media? Substack? Because
I don't know. I did think of it, and then I was like, no, it's not social media, but I'm not quite sure.
okay, because they interact with fans there too, but I guess it's
That's
not
true. Yeah,
considered
but is it
social media
considered?
because I'm not sure. Well, we talked about it briefly
I don't
just
know. Do
now.
you think it's social media? I'm not sure. Tell us,
I'm not
please, in the
sure.
comments.
Yeah, what do you think?
Basically. So let's begin with MySpace. MySpace was the first ever platform or social media, like an actual social media platform that they have used in the mid 2000s. Now, none of us have been present through that era. No, I
No,
wasn't a fan
I was a
back then.
teenager. I wasn't a fan back then, and in Brazil, MySpace didn't really get that popular.
Did
We
you
had
have High Five?
no,
Was it?
we had I don't know how to say that in English. Or cute or it was like a Polish website
Mm,
that became popular in Brazil for some reason. So that's where like all of the artists were, and that's where
yeah.
like you would interact with them directly instead of like
It was
finding
High
out
Five
things.
for us. High Five, I remember it was called High Five, and I'm not sure if you could interact with the I was
Hmm.
12, maybe 13,
Yeah,
but
it
I
was like
was an
14,
Avril
15.
Lavigne. Yeah, I was an Avril Lavigne stan, and it was my entire High Five page was like full of Avril Lavigne songs, and you could put the song like MySpace back in the
Yeah.
days.
So I don't know how they were like on
Yeah.
MySpace
Like how they
because
were
I wasn't
active or
there.
not. Same.
Yeah,
So if you were,
but
please tell us how
but they
everything
did have a
was.
MySpace. Yeah.
Yeah, and they mention it often. That's how we know that they
Hmm.
basically have that. Well, second, my least favorite ever, and I think it's their least favorite, Facebook. Their presence is limited on Facebook.
Yeah, it's
The
just promo.
stories, promo, but also the stories that Sarah sometimes posts on Instagram, they go to Facebook. She links them to Facebook,
But it's
and
just
even her posts.
it's like automatic, right? They post it on Instagram and that automatically goes
They link it. Yeah,
yeah,
it's linked.
to
I think it's
Facebook.
because it's the same company, of course. So Facebook and Instagram,
True.
it's linked,
And
but they never look at the comments.
the
Yeah, they
regular
never do
posts
that.
as well, they usually they go to Instagram and then they go to Facebook as well at the same time.
Yeah.
And I think
Something is
last
in my
year
eyes.
Sarah posted a few times only on Facebook, but it was like maybe
Yeah.
2 or 3 posts, not a lot of them.
2020 or 2021, and she
Yeah.
some weird Facebook mom selfie and
And they
something
didn't,
and
but they don't reply to comments or anything like that on
no,
Facebook.
no. They do not. Something is stuck in my eye. Wait, give me a second. Yeah, so that's about Facebook. Well, Tumblr is the third one, and I don't think you have been here when they used Tumblr, but they used it
No.
in mid 2010s
It's
briefly.
funny because when I got into Tegan and Sara in 2020, I followed them on Tumblr and they did post once since then, but never again. So I think it was the mystery or the subscription, the t-shirt subscription.
Yeah.
They made a post about it in 2020 and then that was the last one, never again. So I did see one live on Tumblr that they posted, but that was it. They didn't.
Yeah, I mean the same stories, I guess, and posts from Instagram and Twitter. They used to post them on Tumblr. But I remember briefly in 2013 they used to interact on Tumblr. They used to be present and
Oh.
interacted.
Yeah, they were very, I think during Heartthrob, they were like very interactive in general, because I think they were also interacting with people on Twitter, maybe even
I
Facebook. I
mean,
wasn't around, so I don't know,
yeah,
but
I mean, they were very interactive and hyper, and Sarah posted almost every day as well, even though she wasn't in charge. Like during Heartthrob, she was in charge of Twitter, it was Tegan, but on Instagram, like before she took down all the pictures from
oh,
Instagram,
so I see.
she posted a lot. Oh my God. And even on Twitter, when she took it, like when she took Twitter or took over Twitter and Snapchat, she used to post like tons and
Constantly.
tons,
Yeah. But they
especially
were
of the
working a lot
cats.
too, so like,
That's why, yeah.
yeah.
On tour. They were always on tour. They were
Yeah,
always
exactly.
working. Yeah.
Promoting and on the
It
road
was
and
before
stuff.
their hate of social media. Now they just have a hate of social media. I guess, yeah, maybe their management forced them to do that, I suppose, because they
Doing
did mention
Heartthrob?
their management. Yeah, Warner Brothers, was it? Their
Well, the
management
thing the
forcing them
thing
to
about
interact.
Heartthrob, we all know that like they went into pop
Mm,
to break into the mainstream,
mm,
to show that like not it's not like, even though they're an alternative or whatever, they can still be popular. So
yeah.
they broke the barrier of the mainstream as queer artists, as women, as like writing pop. So I think they kind of forced themselves to be on social media more often so that would actually happen, you know? And then they did it for Heartthrob and then for Love You to Death. And then now that they did that, and I like, in my opinion, they, changed pop culture and the music industry, pop music. I think now they're like, okay, we're good. We don't have to, do that anymore for the
I
purpose
suppose.
for the purpose that they had before. I think they're established
They're
enough.
busy. They're also busy with their personal lives, and they did mention this a couple of
Yes.
times that
Yeah, like
after the
the
pandemic, they
focus.
appreciate the family vibe is like, is also as important as work. It's not
Yeah, the
only,
focus
work
also
oriented.
shifted for sure, and
Yeah.
but that also has to do with, they did like for 10 years they worked a lot and they broke barriers and they did all of this, and then now they can focus on other stuff, and that makes sense that they're not as active, you know like to the public anymore,
Yeah.
because they don't need it anymore, like personally, for themselves. Their focus shifted because now they made things for themselves more than, for the public, and to break barriers and stuff like that,
That's true.
which,
That's true. Yeah. I suppose this era, the crybaby era, is for
so it's not like that
themselves. Yeah,
they
mostly.
didn't hate social media before. It's just because it was a necessity for what they were
It was.
aiming
Yeah.
to.
That is true. I
I
suppose.
think, like,
I mean, who doesn't hate
this is
social
how I
media
see
and the
it.
pressure? And
Oh yeah.
honestly, back in the days, the pressure was less on people. Like, we didn't have those people. It's like it's a competition right now. It was a competition, but now it's an ever bigger competition of fan
Now,
bases and
before
selling. And
the social media wasn't as saturated either. Right now it's really saturated. Like, you have so many
and yeah,
types and so much information that you have to filter. Like you yourself have to filter what you see because it's just too much.
That's true.
And I think that's
Honestly,
what they're doing as well.
when it comes to Instagram, it gives me so much depression and anxiety. That's why I have two like pages on Instagram. I have the one that I have you like on, the one that I post a lot on.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then there's the general. I have you on both accounts. And then there's, the general one. It has the, family and friends and the students and everything. So that one, I don't check the stories in there because they give me so much anxiety and depression. It feels like I need to compete with the people and
Yeah.
yeah, but the one that I have only like 41 followers on and half of them are not even more than half of them are not active. That's good. It's good for mental health. So when I post for like 6 people and I don't care if people see it or not. It's just for me. It's like it's my diary.
Because they are the people that care. So like they're
That's
the only
true.
ones that you really want to show what's happening to you, you know?
Yeah, it's not like I want to show off, but it's like, it's my diary. It's what happened with my day. So I put it there, but
Yeah,
I
the
don't
others
care
the
about the
others don't really
others.
matter. Like you don't really care
They
what
are
they
just
think.
curious. They just want to know what's going on. And I don't want to feed that curiosity.
Yeah,
Maybe that's what Sarah Quinn feels like.
maybe. But so
Yeah.
yeah, we talked about Facebook, Instagram. Did
Yeah,
you
Tumblr, where we
Oh yeah,
did, yeah, so
Tumblr.
Tumblr, Snapchat.
Now I
Now,
guess.
I was a fan when Snapchat was, it was the application was like, it was growing an appeal to people. And
I
Tegan and
used
Sarah also were
Yeah,
very present in there.
for a while, yeah. I
Yeah.
remember, I don't know where I read about it, but I think it was from a fan
Hmm.
saying that after the elections in 2016, that's when they kind of stopped using Snapchat because
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
they're
It was 2015 and 16 when they used it, and after the elections, they stopped using that. So it was
yeah,
Love You to Death era, and it was the tour, during the tour mostly. And Sarah
yeah,
used it a lot. I
yeah.
remember. But yeah, they neglected it, and now we don't get any stamps from them. But why?
No,
I'm
they
sorry, I
totally
interrupted you.
left. No, they totally left
Why
Snapchat.
after the elections? Why?
I think I don't remember exactly what they said, but it was something about Tegan. Maybe it was an interview. She mentioned something like that. Like after the elections, they were so disappointed, and
They were bummed a lot.
they
Yeah,
were
they were
yeah. So
disappointed.
like it didn't they didn't have the drive anymore to do like not fun things, but like
Mm.
it seemed so meaningless. Like the world is the way it is, and I'm here like Snapchatting and
Mm.
like you know pretending that not pretending, but like showing my glamorous life when people are struggling, and then here I am, Snapchatting. I don't know if it makes sense what I'm saying, but it was.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah,
I
I
think
understand. I
it
think
had
I've
to do
heard
with like
that.
the
Yeah,
energy of the world at the time. It didn't make sense for them to
didn't.
like
Yeah.
you know be so like, oh, look at me, I'm happy and my life is
Yeah.
like awesome on Snap, like showing off pretty much. So I think
Yeah. I
it
mean,
wasn't.
Instagram is like that right now. That's before Instagram stories also, so that
Yeah,
makes sense.
exactly.
Yeah.
So
I mean, why
they
would you
just
use
left.
Snapchat and Instagram? I mean, I don't post stories on Snapchat anymore. I use it for the streak only. So it was
Me
weird for
too.
me that people post stories on
And I only came back
Snapchat.
to Snapchat because of Tegan and Sarah. I only have you guys. Like I don't have
Yeah, me too.
my real life friends on
Yeah,
Snapchat.
yeah,
I
I
have.
don't care about Snap. I don't open it. I open it for the streak and that's it. I don't care about it. I don't post in there.
Yeah, I don't
It's
really
like
know
an
why I'm there.
extra social media.
I don't really know.
It's just for the streak. That's it. Okay, Be Real. Well, this is
Did we
funny. Be
talk
Real
about
is
Instagram,
very
or is it one of the last ones on your list?
no, last one is because they're very important. They're very active on
Okay.
them. That's why. So
Okay.
Be
So we're
Real
going
is
from
much
like less
least to most. Well,
least
older
used.
and least to most. Yeah, because
Okay.
I mean,
Okay.
MySpace is gone, dead and gone. So much like Snapchat, Tegan immediately downloaded Be Real. And well, she barely posted anything, and that era was very short-lived, and that's Be Real
She
for you. She
posted for
posted three
like two
times.
weeks, maybe. She
Three
posted like
times. What for? Three
three
times,
times?
literally. Yeah, three times.
No, it was like maybe five. Wow.
Okay, maybe
So
five. Whoa,
so
so
many
much.
more.
But honestly, what would you expect? Tegan to post like Be Real showing
You
us
know what's
her
you
real
know
life.
what's weird though? she downloaded Be Real and then posted a few times, and then there was a podcast where she said that she loved Be Real because you post
Yes,
just
she
once,
loves it, but at the same
but then
time, she's
she
like
didn't do
directly
it
interacting
anymore.
with you. You know, she saw our B-reels. She saw me in
Yeah,
my pajamas,
but
just sitting like that at
she
home.
did, but she doesn't have to. She doesn't want
And
to.
she
She
has
can just
to,
post and
yeah,
leave.
but she has to accept people because people are gonna keep on, adding her. She has to go and accept them. It doesn't make sense. B-real is not for celebrities, for your personal life.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
What's the next social media? Is it after?
Okay, now we're gonna move to the most important three social media platforms that Tegan and Sarah have an almost
Wait.
equal and regular
We
presence
talked
on.
about which one came after Tumblr,
Snapchat,
and
then Be
then
Real. Be
Be
Real,
Real.
which is
Okay.
we can't say anything about it other than they're not
Yeah,
on
yeah,
it
yeah. So
anymore. And she
after Be
posted like
Real,
5 times.
after Be Real,
Twitter, my favorite.
Twitter.
Okay.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Let's talk
Yeah.
about
Let
Twitter.
me. Yeah. Okay. So I have a list going on in here because Twitter is, it has phases, and I was through the phases of
Hmm.
Twitter minus a couple of years. So they've always been present on Twitter since 2009, but recently Sarah has conveyed an honest distaste of the platform while Tegan still regularly posts on it. So Sarah hates it. And she likes, retweets, and interacts with fans.
Tegan,
Now, the
yeah,
Twitter
Tegan is very
account,
active. Not
not very
now,
active,
but like
yeah,
in the
but
last five
she's
years, let's say she's
generally
been the one
active.
that was active on Twitter and like interacting with
Well, yeah,
fans,
I
liking
do have
stuff.
the hierarchy of Twitter, how it started and who was active when and then.
Hmm.
So
Okay,
let me
okay,
go
go
through
ahead.
that. I
Okay,
really
okay.
love Twitter, by the way, it's my favorite, so that's why.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's where we all met. So Twitter is
exactly, that's my
like
point. Yeah,
for us, it's always gonna be the place to be as a Tegan and Sara fan, except TikTok,
obviously. Yeah.
because
So their Twitter account was first owned by Tegan. It was called, I think, TRQ or Tegan Quinn, something like that. Tegan R Quinn or Tegan
she
R Q.
had
Some Yeah, it was by Tegan. It had her name until they made it a joint account.
a.
So Tegan
Oh,
still managed it alone in 2009. All right, so it was only
okay,
Tegan's Twitter.
okay. I
Sarah
didn't
took
know that.
over. I know that because I read the whole L chat, I think, thing. Sarah took over in 2010 for a bit, but Tegan was still in charge from 2011 till 2014. So 2010 it was Sarah, and she used to mock Tegan a lot and, post.
Mhm.
You can still find some of her tweets then, and
It's
they're
so crazy how
hilarious.
old Twitter is. I forget that's like I've had my main Twitter since 2009.
Mine
That's
2011, but I already had one before and I deleted.
but
But
that's
mine
crazy to me that like
2011.
Tegan and Sarah existed on Twitter before I knew who they were, and like I missed it,
Exactly.
but I was there the whole
Yeah.
time. You know what I mean?
On Twitter once, Lindsay, who's Tegan's ex, arranged a surprise party, which was supposed to be arranged on the DMs, but by mistake, she arranged it on Twitter because it was still recent. And Tegan found out it was like a party for me. What? The
So
whole
she thought
interaction,
she
I could
was
send it to
messaging
you.
people in private, but she was actually tweeting
Yeah.
about it. That's so
Yeah.
funny.
I'll send you the tweets. They're so funny. They're hilarious. It's like a party for me.
Yeah.
Honestly, if you go back to their old tweets, they're so funny. Now, here's the thing. My favorite part of Twitter, honestly, is when Sarah took charge of it in 2000, from 14 till 16. So Sarah was very, very fully present on both Twitters. The Super Close Society, if anybody doesn't know what that is, it's like Substack kind of. It's like, a group of the people. Well, not
They
Substack, but
had
is in,
they created a club where people would
yeah.
subscribe, and then was the Twitter private
No, no,
or
no. It
no?
was public, but Sarah
Open.
was very.
Anyone
Yeah,
could
and they had an
follow.
Instagram. It also had an
Okay.
Instagram account, okay? So Sarah was very present and she used to answer fans and interact with them like daily for hours. And even on Twitter, she would post pictures, but Tegan was nowhere to be found.
And that was
Neither on Instagram.
during Love You to Death?
No, 14, 16. Yeah, Love You to
Between
Death.
Heartthrob and Love You to Death, right?
Before,
14,
before
15.
Love You, yeah, between Heartthrob and Love You to Death. It was, yeah. Tegan was not present anymore, and it was only Sarah, and it was very hilarious, obviously, because she used to make fun of the cats and
Hmm.
everything and everyone, basically. And I remember that one time the Grammys, like she started the whole Grammy tradition of tweeting everything that happens during the Grammys. Now Tegan took over after that, and she was in charge from 2016 until then. Sara doesn't go often, I guess. We get some funny tweets every now and then, but it's mostly used for promo, honestly. But Twitter is very special to me because it's where I got to know the fan base and interact with them and how we came together and created all of everything that we are doing right now.
Yeah,
It's very special to me. It's where I can be myself and fangirl over Tegan and Sara. And I think it has the biggest
same.
fan base right now. It is Twitter. It's bigger than Facebook or Tumblr,
Like
TikTok,
people
maybe.
people
Or
who are talking about Tegan and Sara are either on Twitter or TikTok.
Mhm.
Like people don't go on Facebook and like
There are
post
older
about
fan bases
Tegan
on
and Sara.
Facebook, but
But
they
do
don't
they
post. They just interact with
yeah.
them.
Like they I
No,
feel like
no.
Tegan and Sara fandom, except Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram, they interact with each other, but like privately. They don't have like
Privately.
a yeah, they don't have like a social media where everyone can see what they're talking about, and then they talk about Tegan and Sara there, like
Well,
Twitter.
we're not Swifties. We're not a lot. That's a point, of course, we have to
No,
mention. So
but that's
that's
what I'm
why.
saying. Like the Tegan and Sara fandom are like that. They
Mhm.
love Tegan and Sara. They talk about Tegan and Sara a lot, but like
Mhm.
privately amongst themselves instead of, you know,
Yeah,
like for everyone to read, which happens on Twitter, TikTok,
mhm.
and Instagram. I think they are like the only
That's true.
the
That's
main
true.
platforms where you can
I
find the
try my
fandom.
best, honestly, to tweet about them so that they can be talked about. But I feel
Yeah,
like
same.
one person's work doesn't work well. So yeah, I wish
Yeah,
more
with
people talked about them on Twitter publicly.
but
It would be
yeah, no,
much
for
better.
yeah, but I think that also happens whenever they are more active and working and like on tour, or that
I mean,
it also has to
2022,
do.
yeah, it
Yeah,
was,
it
yeah,
also
it
has to do with
was.
what they are doing, Tegan and Sarah. Whenever they're touring
Uh-huh.
or they're when they release something, it becomes a little bit more active and then it dies down again, which is like right
It
now
dies
it's a
down.
moment where it's like not a lot of people are talking about Tegan and Sarah on social media in
That's
general
true.
right now, but that's
That's
because
true.
they are kind of also
On break,
off.
I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's just weird to me because if you think of it, Taylor Swift rarely posts anything. She rarely does, but her fan base are always talking about her. They're always talking about Taylor Swift.
But she knows how, like, at least like years ago she knew how to do promo, so it just became what it is now. There are a lot of factors that like the
Well, let me
reason
tell
why
you,
things happen.
Lana Del Rey doesn't do promo, doesn't interact. She's never on any social media,
But does
and
she
she has
have
a
an active
really huge
fandom?
Oh my God, you have no idea. My sister is a stan. That's how I know. She's a Lana
Mm.
stan. Oh my God,
Yeah,
yeah.
I don't
And
really
even
know why.
Lord doesn't even
Yeah,
promote. Like she didn't even promote her last album, but she has an active fandom. I'm not sure if they're as active right now, but yeah.
yeah,
But
I don't really know why. Like
I
it
guess
happens that
I'm gonna
way.
be honest. Yeah, when it comes to Tegan and Sarah, it was all homophobia from the beginning to the
Always
2000s.
there's always the card of homophobia and that like
Yeah,
how
and
come
now
all of
the
these
age.
other
Now we
yes.
surpassed that. It's the age, definitely the age.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I
Well,
guess. Anyway, so that's about it for when it comes to Twitter. We have number seven, Instagram. I love Instagram. No, I hate Instagram as, for me to post, but I love their posts on Instagram. I love their Instagram.
yeah.
Now, Instagram, it hasn't decreased. Both Sarah and Tegan post stories, promotional content, and pictures. Now,
They
through
post
this
a few
era,
personal stuff too.
yeah, I guess that's the story. Sarah with her family, not family, Sid,
Yeah.
or the Where Does the Good Grow account also she interacts on.
Yeah,
Now, through this era, yeah.
Sarah has an Instagram account where does a good grow that she created in
But
2020.
here's the thing, Sarah doesn't interact with fans on Instagram at all.
No,
She does
not
not.
at all.
No, only on certified accounts. So if you don't have the blue check, you're definitely not gonna
She
be.
interacts in the where does a good grow account with verified
No, no,
accounts.
no. No, 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 no. She doesn't interact there. But even on the Tegan and Sarah account, she doesn't interact with fans. Tegan does though. Tegan likes sometimes answers. But Sarah
Sarah
only
does
with certified accounts.
sometimes. Sometimes she
Did,
does.
but stopped. I noticed. I did.
Well,
Mm.
I didn't.
Oh, let's not forget that in 2017 or 18, when did it happen? When Sarah one day just woke up and she was like, I'm gonna delete everything that we have on Instagram. And
But
she
that was
did.
before, hey, I'm just like you. They were
That was in
prepping.
order, yeah, to prep and promote. Hey, I'm just like you,
Yes.
plus high school, the book.
Yes.
So yeah, it
And I
was
think they just
basically
used it, or at least maybe Sarah used it as an excuse to like wipe
everything that they had on Instagram. Yeah.
everything, at least on Instagram. Because I have the feeling that she always wanted to do that. And then she was like, you know what? I'm going to do it and pretend that it was
Yeah, and
for promo.
she did after it some cleanup as well. She did a huge cleanup a
No,
or a year or two.
until today, they sometimes do cleanups,
Remove.
or maybe Sarah.
Yeah.
I'm not sure who does
Sarah
it, but
does. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
there are a
Yeah.
bunch of posts that I go back to look at, and they're not
They're
there
gone.
anymore. Yeah.
Wow, Sarah. Well,
I wonder
move it.
why. Like why specific that weren't even, like, in my opinion, they weren't like cringy or too personal or anything like that. I wonder like what goes in their mind to be like, oh, I want to do this post that it's about, I don't know, high school. Like I'm promoting my book, but I don't want to have it anymore. Is it for aesthetics when you scroll? I don't know.
I don't know. Ask Season.
Right.
She does
But
the same thing.
she kept the raccoon.
That's the thing. She
The
keeps the
video of the
most random.
raccoon.
Yeah, she keeps the
Yeah.
most random posts and then deletes. No, and you know the hey, I'm just like you promo. She deleted all of it and then kept only Tegan's picture. Like
They
what
must
the
be like
hell?
personal. There must be like there must be a personal reason to do that.
No, no, no. I feel like she's just like
Like in a
she's in
I
her
think she
bed
has
at 12
I
a.m.
think she has an
and she's like
attachment
that.
for specific posts, and then the other one she's like, I don't care about this. You know what I mean?
Nah, this is what happens. Here, let me tell you. This is what happens. She's like midnight, past midnight, and she's scrolling through her phone and she's, taking a look at the pictures and she's like, my hair looks weird in here. Delete. My
Oh,
nose looks weird in here. Delete.
do you
I
think
don't
that's
like
what it
this stuff.
is?
Delete. No, I don't know. I don't know Sarah. I haven't met her. I have no idea what she thinks, how she thinks. So, no.
So yeah, next social media is, are we finally on TikTok?
TikTok. Yeah,
Yeah.
number 8, TikTok. So, their TikTok presence started out strong with quirky and funny videos that showcase their
And by the way, most of
sibling
us, at
rivalry.
least people we know, joined TikTok because of Tegan and Sarah. Like I've never
I joined it
even
before
had.
now.
I think you were
I'm
maybe the only
my
person I know
students
that.
made me.
Yeah,
My
but
students
because you
made
were
me join
around
it.
Gen
Yeah.
Z a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm Gen Z people. Don't think I'm not Gen Z. I'm Gen Z too.
you're like in the cusp, right?
Yeah. I'm a first year, last year millennial. I'm 94, so I'm
Nice.
Gen Z.
I'm like a pure millennial. I'm right
Yeah.
where millennials are.
Yeah, well, this is better
Um.
than me. Yeah, so basically, yeah,
So
it was
yeah,
very,
like
very
most of
sibling
us joined.
rivalry, funny. I joined TikTok because of them.
Most of us joined TikTok because of them, and I never had. I didn't even have like a desire or curiosity about TikTok. But because they created one, then I was like, great, now I have to like go and follow them there.
Mm.
But the thing is, Blake used to have a TikTok already, and
Uh-huh.
they posted Tegan and Sarah stuff, and then I was like, oh my god, I want to try that too. So I started doing the same thing, and now it's
That's
an
why I'm gonna
addiction.
interview you. Come on. Keep that till the interview. Keep all
Okay.
that information. Okay.
But yeah, so
Um,
sorry, carry on with your script for TikTok.
yeah, sorry. All right. Well, if I don't do the script, I'm just gonna say something else and just, it's gonna be a mess. I'm gonna go and change this topic like 100,000 times. So I need a script. Yeah, so both Tegan and Sarah posted on TikTok at the beginning. Until recently, only Tegan has taken more initiative, I guess. Sarah is just gone, and
Recently,
Tegan Recently, yeah, I said.
they go back and forth. Like maybe in a week or two,
Tegan
maybe
said
Sarah's
Sarah's
gonna
gone.
post something.
Tegan just did mention that Sarah's gone from TikTok, from social media. I'm even doubting right now that all these pictures that Tegan is that Sarah is posting, even with Sid, that Tegan is posting them, and she's given them to Tegan
No,
for Tegan to post them. But no, I mean the last one was Sid, taking over the account and making it a parent-child account. I think no, that was Sarah. That's something Sarah would say. Yeah.
exactly. Uh-oh.
I
Oh,
don't know. Why did Tegan say that Sarah is not on social media anymore?
she said that I think Sarah is not on social media anymore. We don't know if she
Hmm.
actually left, but she might
Okay.
have. Who knows? I'm so scared though that like because they always do this when they go off work, when they take breaks, that they are not as active on social media, and then I'm always afraid that they're gonna not come back
Yeah, that's my fear, my anxiety, my fear. It's like
because like they post less, and then they go back and post
we
like
don't even get
a
Sarah
lot,
Substacks
and then
anymore.
they
Like we haven't gotten a Sarah Substack since
the
ever,
last
and
one
then
was
she just gave
Sarah's,
us
but it was just
just the playlist, not an actual
the
Substack.
playlist.
Yeah,
Yeah, it
that's
wasn't
it's
like a big blog.
yeah. So it's scary for me. Like, okay,
But that's the
Sarah.
thing. I think it's because they are not as active in like working right now. So I'm always afraid that they're not coming back because they do this and then they go back to posting a lot and then they stop again. So
Uh-huh.
I'm always like, oh, it's okay. When they're working, they're gonna come back and be active again. So I always have that hope, but at the same time, I have the fear that that's not gonna happen and they're not coming back as active anymore.
Uh-huh.
Because I feel like that's happening with TikTok too. But I don't know
Yeah.
if it's because they are on a break, you know?
I
And
think
like
no,
I'm
it
mostly
usually
talking about
happens with
Tegan because I
Sarah.
think Sara with the kid, I think she's too busy.
She's too busy, yeah. And I don't think she wants
Yeah.
to show her private life or to show
Oh
the
yeah.
kid on social media. That's a given. But
But
I
she
think
can
Tegan
show
just
other
needs a
stuff.
break.
It doesn't have to be the baby.
Yeah, I think Tegan just needs a when he's a baby, I think when he grows older, it's gonna be easier for her.
Mm.
But
Hmm.
I think Tegan's just on vacation, as Sarah said, and she's taking a break. She needs that
Yeah.
break, I
Oh
suppose.
yeah.
But here's the thing that I noticed about Sarah is that she gets so into one social media account and then she just erases its existence from her life all at once. It happened with Snapchat, with the super close society. I think it's happening with Substack right now. It's
Substack, yeah.
TikTok, yeah, Twitter, same thing. So it's a pattern with Sarah. She just gets
And
bored and
then
she wants a
I also
change.
wonder if they are on these social medias, but they just don't post. They know what's going on. They
They
scroll,
lurk. They do lurk.
but they
Yeah, they
don't
obviously do. Yeah.
post.
I always lurk on where on the other
Tumblr.
Instagram,
I'm on
maybe
Tumblr.
Tumblr.
I check
I
Tumblr
do.
almost
Oof.
every day,
I
but
do lurk on
I don't post
Tumblr.
anything.
Yeah, I don't through blog, I don't post. I don't know. I feel like it's just there isn't a very active fan base, and I'm like, yeah, it's just like
Yeah.
I follow you and like, five other, aesthetic blogs.
And I
So it's
like
not
the
something
thing about
that's
all social medias that I have, they're just there. I created them when they first became popular, and then I just didn't leave. And I still go
that's
and look,
true.
even though I don't post.
I'm very active on Twitter, but even now I feel like I don't even have the time to tweet as much. I mean, in the summer I usually do because I don't have work in the summer, so I'm always there. But yeah, I feel like no, it's just the chat, the DMs with us. That's when
Yeah.
I'm mostly active. Or TikTok. I do like making edits
Oh,
sometimes,
I'm
or yeah.
find me on TikTok.
Keep it for the interview. Yeah, so let's get back to TikTok. Now they both, Tegan and Sarah, actually have mentioned many times that they do love TikTok, even though they're not
They
on it,
say it's
they
their
do.
favorite
It's
social
their
media
favorite
now,
social, yeah.
but it's interesting to
Um,
me that they don't because like TikTok has so many trends and they don't really partake. I don't know
no.
if it's because they're like they're not invested. So
She said, Tegan did say, if I wish I was more invested so I can,
yeah,
get more reach for people, because honestly, TikTok gives you a fan base. If you go
yeah,
viral, it gives you people talking, but
which is
it needs
understandable, but at the
work.
same
Yeah.
time, sad for us because it's less content, but it's understandable.
Yeah, I mean, they're busy, their lives are busy. I guess they
Yeah,
want their private life private. It needs an energy. Honestly, TikTok needs an energy. I remember when I used to make TikToks with my students at school and everything. Oh God, it needs a planning and it needs you to think of the idea and it needs energy. And you know, obviously that because it
yeah.
needs some work. But what's special about TikTok, since we're moving on making TikToks, is that it can get you the fan base, and it can get you the fan base not through you only, but through other fans if they make edits and fan cams, and
And it's
basically
just
that's what
fun.
it's fun, you know, to
It's
watch,
just like
yeah,
the
like
content and like it's
pictures
funny.
of Sarah I've seen 1,000 times, but with a song they become wow, she's a god.
Yeah. Like all the
Sarah
thirst
Quinn.
traps, all the
Thirst
trends.
traps.
It's
Yeah,
just fun and like it's like loose and like it's a distraction, you know, for like from
yeah.
your real life. And then if you're a fan of an artist and you go on TikTok
Mhm.
and they have like things related to that, it's at least for me, it just brings like a comfort.
Exactly. I mean, they have actually interacted with their TikTok fans who make
Yeah.
edits like you.
Me and
They did
Ash are
have,
the two ones that
yeah,
like
they
post
divided
constantly about Tegan
TNS.
and Sarah. Yeah, Ash's
Yeah,
TikTok
divided
is
TNS
divided
and Heroku
TNS,
Debbie.
and mine is Baroko Debbie.
Yeah.
Ash was gonna be here today, like because Mariam was gonna interview me about TikTok, and then she was gonna interview both of us, but Ash couldn't be
Yeah.
here, so it's just me today. But yeah, TikTok, uh, they're the two main, me and Ash, and there are like a few others they don't post as much, and then also of course Tegan and Sarah's TikTok, which
Yeah.
sometimes it's so stupid. But I'm like I post things, and then Tegan and Sarah posts one video that goes like has thousands of views, and I'm like, wow, what about me? And then I'm like, I'm not Tegan and Sarah. What am I saying?
They have followers more than you. And
Duh,
the thing,
they are
yeah,
the artists. And then like it's so disturbing to me because I look at their followers and then I'm like, how come they don't follow me? I post more content. But it's different because I forget that not everyone is like me who is like so invested on a band in a
mhm.
band, and then they follow everything. So they follow like all of the content about the artist. They just because like as I am a fan of other artists and I only follow the artist, I don't follow fan accounts of the artists. I have to remember that most of their fans are
That's
just
true.
they're
That's
just
true. They're
regular
not
fans. They're not
invested.
like
They're not
me.
invested. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
that is true.
And but at the same time, I feel like it's so nice to see that some people do follow me and that they are interested. That it's still less than how many people are following Tegan and Sarah.
It's
But I
true.
still like the fact that there are people who are as invested and they, you know, they comment, they like. I think it's like really, I really like the interactions. Like every time I post, I hope that people comment so I can like interact with them because I think it's so cool.
Yeah. It's important, I suppose, to interact. Um, I got distracted. No, because I was checking because something bothers me really about the following number that they have on Instagram. So I was checking how many followers do they have on TikTok compared to
So
Instagram.
what are the numbers? Tell me Twitter. Wait, tell me Twitter.
441K.
Tell me Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. How many followers on each? So Twitter,
Wait, let me
they
check Facebook.
have
Let me check Facebook. Let me check Facebook.
okay,
Facebook, 891K followers on
because
Facebook.
I think that's the one that I have the most is Facebook.
The most, but the least interactions.
Yeah.
But
So
least
that one is
interactions
how
on
many?
pictures.
800,000, more or
Yeah.
less.
Twitter. Now, Twitter, 500 something. I checked the other day.
Yeah.
543.7K, and it had been this number since 2013. I kid you not, it hasn't grown.
Okay.
It has not grown. It's
On
the
Twitter.
500 thing. Yeah, on Twitter. That's what bothers me. On Instagram now, I remember I got before high school, last year, exactly last year at this time, it was 480K.
Mm-hmm.
Got it? 400, sorry, not 80, 20K.
Okay.
420K. Now it's 441K. So it
You
barely
mean
got
you mean
any.
high school the show?
Before high school, last year at this time, January. Remember last year at this
Yeah.
time, it was 420K
And
followers.
now,
Now it's 441K followers. It barely increased.
so they got
Why?
20K more or less.
Yeah. Why the hell? Why the hell? Like, it doesn't make sense
Because
to me because, like, some people make an account and within 2 days they get millions of followers. And why don't they get any
I don't really
followers?
understand social media that way.
And then there's TikTok, which is their most recent, and they're the least interactive on it, and has 264.3K.
That's
I
a
don't
lot,
know.
right? For people who don't really
Um,
post on TikTok,
well, yeah, it's a good number,
like
but it's
as
not the
often.
greatest. It's not the greatest. No, the problems with the numbers that people like to watch Tegan and Sarah from afar. They don't like to click
Yeah,
on the follow button, and that's basically why it's a problem,
I
I
see.
suppose. Because even if you see that they're like the views that they get in the comments are more than the followings,
Yeah.
even like in the pinned post. So this one really annoys me. But what can we do about it? We can't. We're trying our best to get the show popular. We're trying our best to get Tegan and Sarah popular, to get some new fans, but we need help, of course, all the time. And we need luck as well. I mean, we're doing what we're doing. I feel like I'm their personal agent, but yeah, I take these things personally. I feel like, no, they deserve more. They're underrated. Honestly, they're underrated. They deserve more following, more popularity, more fandom,
They're
more fan
super
base.
underrated.
Hmm.
I agree with you on
That's
that.
why I truly, truly appreciate the fandom on Twitter and TikTok, obviously, who actually put the effort, the time, and the energy to make these edits, and they recruit more fans. So,
Yeah,
that's the beauty of Twitter, FYP. Even though it's now very curated, when it first happened, the FYP was, random, so it's fine. Like somebody for example, I'm not a who's very famous right now. I'm not a fan of. I don't know. Let's say I'm not an Ed Sheeran fan. I like
I
Ed
think we're
Sheeran
going
songs.
off track. It's already almost
No,
one.
no, I'm gonna get to the point. I feel like this is the same Tegan and Sarah interaction. But imagine I'm not an Ed Sheeran fan, and I'm scrolling through TikTok, and then I see an edit, and the edit's like cute and funny and whatever or whatever. I'm like, oh, that's nice. I like, and then maybe it makes me want to follow Ed Sheeran and see what's going on. Or I
Mhm.
discover a song that they use, an Ed Sheeran song, and I like it, and then I go and I listen to it. It was very easy to find songs and music through TikTok. 2 years ago, I remember in 2020, and now it's very curated. So I know I repost a lot of Tegan and Sarah, but I know the people that have me on TikTok that follow me, they don't get these reposts unless they're Tegan and Sarah fans. So you get them because you're a Tegan and Sarah fan, but the
I
people who
see.
are not, they don't get them. So even the FYP right now is very curated according to
It's
your
not
liking.
about finding things. It's about like watching
Yes.
what you
I
already
mean,
like.
do you get my repost on football? I bet you don't. No, right?
I
Do you
did.
get any?
I
How
did,
much?
but then I don't remember. But then I
I
scrolled it
still
off, so like it didn't show it to me anymore.
I scroll up because I repost a lot every day. Football. I'm a very huge football fan, and
Yeah,
I
I don't
repost
get
like
it.
tons and tons. You don't get it exactly. See, it's
No,
very curated. So now even like the people who are not fans, they're not gonna get the FYP. So it's a problem. It's like
I see.
it's I don't know. It's like it's grouping
Yeah,
people. Like, oh, you like
sometimes when I
this?
make
Take
TikToks,
this.
I think about sometimes I make TikToks for the fans. Like
Mhm.
I make edits and stuff for fans to enjoy, but sometimes I think about what is gonna make people want to watch, like people who don't know Tegan and Sarah are gonna watch this and be like, who are they? Sometimes I make TikToks thinking that and they flop.
Exactly.
Sometimes it works. I also, some of my
Sometimes.
TikToks, I like when people are like, oh my God, I used to love Tegan and Sarah. They like disappeared and then they're like, they find them again. I love that.
Ah, yeah, yeah, I like that. I like that. Or,
Yeah.
the TikToks that I made for high school and like, what is that? What is that? Because my FYP is like in my region, so people discover. But now
Yeah.
I don't get, and
Yeah.
like I don't surpass those people.
The other day, someone, I'm going to show you because that interaction was really nice. Hold on.
Which one?
Someone asked about, what is this? It was it was the Amanda and Olivia
Oh yeah,
TikTok.
that. Oh, that's my favorite. That's
Let
my
me just
favorite of
find it.
yours.
Hold
Yeah.
on. here.
Yeah, so I can
So the
interview you right after this one. Yeah.
okay, so the person asked, "What's this?" And then I'm like, "Oh, it's the TV show High School. The two actresses are on the show." So it's
Mm.
like an edit. And then the person's like, "Oh, so is it really called High School?" Because the person saw the hashtags, but he didn't understand what like
Yeah, because
what
a
it,
very general name.
yeah, what
Yeah.
it was about. And then I was like, "Yes." And then I like sold the book too. And I was like, "Yeah, it's
Yeah.
it's about Tegan and Sara, blah blah." Like I had
You
to
know, when
just
I like when they ask, does it have a happy ending? I'm like, read the book.
they didn't ask
Read
me
the
that.
book. No, I
I
was
was like,
asked that
"Yes,
on
it's
my
it's a show
post.
about real life story of Tegan and Sara. They also have a book." And then I explained that the girls on the video were the love interests, like
Yeah.
because the show is not about the people in the video, right?
The
Because the
people.
video is
Yeah, yeah,
about,
yeah.
yeah. And then I'm like, "Thank
It's
you for
funny
coming to my
that
TED talk."
the Amanda and Olivia edits on my profile and yours
And
got
they
the
are
most.
and they are the most popular. Amanda and,
Yeah.
and and Olivia are the most popular, even though they're not the main characters.
Yeah. It's my most watched video, the Amanda and Olivia one. Yeah, I love it. It's so nice. Love the idea. It's brilliant. Okay, I'm gonna interview you very quickly, all right? About TikTok. How about that? Would you like that?
Sure. I think
Okay,
we
so I
should, yeah,
have
because we still have to
analyze
talk
the
about the
song. Yeah.
song.
Okay, very quickly though. Very quickly. You don't have time to answer. I'll just skip. When did you start your TikTok account and how did you decide it was going to be an edit account?
I decided when I started making videos because like I would see other people like editing um artists with music, and I thought that was so
Mhm.
cool, so I did like one or two, and I just really liked it. And the thing is, because Tegan and Sara don't do the trends themselves, I was like, I want to see what it would look like if they did the trends. So
Uh-huh, yeah, I remember
I
that.
started doing that too. And I just did that because pretty much because Tegan and Sara didn't do that, and I wanted to see what it would look like if they did, then I started doing them myself. You know what I mean?
I think you just answered the second question. What has inspired you to keep making edits of Tegan and Sara?
Yeah, I think it was that. And
This,
then
yeah.
because at the beginning was just a personal TikTok to follow Tegan and Sara. My first TikTok ever is a duet with Sara
Oh,
with a
yeah, the
cat.
duet. Mm.
That's it. You don't even see me. It's just a cat. Because she was like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
tell me you don't want the cats to like ruin your sister's couch without telling me." And then I showed my cat PP, who used to ruin
Yeah.
everything with like everything is covered for him. So it was a duet. And then after that, I just started doing like random edits and stuff. And before it was like one or two, but now I do like three every day,
Oh,
two every day.
wow. I would never. All
I
right.
don't know.
Um,
It's an outlet for me. If I
it's an
don't know. I
outlet.
feel like
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah. All right. How do you find ideas and how many hours do you spend executing the ideas? So you said three times. How do you find the
no,
ideas? How many hours do you spend?
I post at least once a day, sometimes twice, sometimes three times, but at
Mhm.
least once a day. I spend a lot of time. Like I don't think I can count. Maybe 3 hours, 4 hours.
Yeah, it takes so much time. Oh
I
my
don't
God.
know.
Like a very stupid edit would take me 2 hours. I'm like, that's so stupid. It's gonna flop and it
But
flops.
also it depends because some of this stuff is really quick. Like I make them really quickly.
If
So
I
it
use a
depends.
template, if I use a template that takes
No, the
5 minutes,
templates are easy.
it gets the
You
most
just
viral. Like, why
yeah,
don't
you
I
just
just
have
depend on templates?
you
Put the
just have to
clips.
find the clips and the photos and stuff.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Okay.
Inspiration, I take it from either trends or like if I
Mhm.
listen to a sound and I imagine like how
A
it would be
scene.
with a Tegan and Sara
Yeah.
or a high school, like with the sound. And sometimes when I'm watching videos on YouTube and I'm like, I love this video, it needs to be on TikTok. People should rewatch this.
Okay. What's your favorite TikTok you have ever made?
I don't know. What is your favorite TikTok I ever made? Do you have one?
Oh, I have to wait. Let me check. Yeah, I do love this one, the Olivia and Amanda one, so much right now, but I probably have another one.
I really like a lot of them. I really like the one I
Go
made,
back.
this one,
Oh, no, this is my favorite. This is my favorite.
because it's a transition.
Take a look. This is my favorite.
Oh, remember when I was
It's my
trying to find
favorite.
this
So
video
good.
and it took me forever. So
Let me tell you
Rayleigh
something. Rayleigh has
Rayleigh
one.
comments on my TikToks, and that's really cool. She sees some of
Yeah.
my edits, and then she's like, "Wow, I love this. This is funny. Like, this is cool." And I'm like, "Yeah,
But Rayleigh also has one with they're doing their hair. Is it a TikTok or I don't know, I found it the
no,
other day. I found it the other day. I was looking at
with the
Rayleigh's account.
wigs,
They put the wig on her and everything. I'll send it to you after this one.
a
I'll send it. I'll send
TikTok.
it. It's not a TikTok. It's I think Instagram.
I don't remember because this was a
I don't
live.
know
She
how I
went
found
live,
it.
and she did hair
I
and
know.
makeup. I cut the
I
makeup
know.
because it would be too long, but they
Yeah,
did
yeah, yeah,
hair
I
and
know.
makeup,
But she has one
and
just like this one. And I found
she
it
had
yesterday, I think, or 2 days before. When did I get the dream? 2 days before. So, yeah. I found it.
and
I was very
I
curious,
might
like why? Yeah.
I might actually post. Should I post the live on YouTube?
I love this one. This is like one of my favorites. Yeah, should yeah, post it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Do post it.
The Rayleigh doing hair and makeup
Mhm.
because she went live and then
Yeah.
she did hair and makeup and then we recorded it and then I remember I edited out because I had to film with both my iPad and my iPhone, so I had to put the clips together. And then
Ah.
remember, I don't know what happened. I think I deleted it from the drive. And then now that like high school is popular, I'm like, I need to put this. I need to post this on TikTok. People are gonna like eat this up, and I couldn't find her putting the wig
I
on.
remember. Yeah.
And then I finally found it. I was like, yes.
Well, I'll try to find that other one and send it to you. I don't know where I found it, but it was in some Rayleigh stash. I also my favorite one. I'm trying to find it. It's
That
my
I did.
ultimate favorite. Yeah, and I think it was well, the one the transition of high school transition that
Oh,
you
and
did
they
last year.
jump. Oh, that one that I TikTok did me dirty with that one. It's like the best TikTok and it
This one?
flopped.
No, no, this one.
No. Oh, this one didn't flop. This one went viral.
Yeah.
This one went viral. It's not that one. I it was a long because I posted it before it was like when they started filming. So it wasn't like popular at all.
Yeah.
But this, look at this. Wait.
Yeah, I know. This is amazing,
They
but it
become
flopped.
Tegan and
Yeah, but
Sara.
it's so good.
It flopped so bad. I pinned it
Maybe post
when
it. Can you post it again? Can you post it again? Post it right now. Post it right now, but use a sound that's viral. And I think it might not flop right now if you post it again.
but it needs
Because people didn't know who those people are.
should I remake it because it has my tag? Does it matter?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, remake it maybe if it has your tag. Okay, let's move on to the other question.
I don't know if I
Which
want to do
TikTok
that.
idea you wish you could do? Which TikTok idea you wish you could
Okay, I
do?
have one that they did with Maya Hawk.
Is it too hard? But you feel like it's too hard, it takes too much time.
It's I don't know how I don't really know I don't even know how to make it how I would make it. Let me find it. I have a playlist with inspirations for TikTok, and oh, it was a glitch. So this one,
Oh, I know this one. God, how do they do this?
so I wanted to make like maybe Tegan and Sara like
It's an overlay. Oh my God, it takes so much time. It's an overlay. I did it with the
so I
Maya
wanted to
Hawk
do
one, and
either
not
Tegan
with
and
Maya Hawk.
Sara, either Tegan and
Yeah.
Sara like going back and forth Tegan and Sara, or like maybe even Tegan and Rayleigh and then Sara and sees like
Okay.
something like that. But
I'm going to send you a video. I'm going to send you
I
a
have
video right now,
like it would have
and
to
it
be a
will tell you
template
how to.
where I would put the video and then it would do it for me because I have no
No,
idea
this
how
is
to
an
make this.
overlay. I just sent it to you because I
Or
tried
like
it
I
with
have an
the.
idea, but it's a lot of work and I'm not willing to do
It's
that. But
a lot of work. Let's, all right, let's analyze the song.
okay.
Cloud9. Now, Cloud9, why is it the song that we chose? Is because, well, it's viral on TikTok. Not viral right now, but it went viral on TikTok.
It
Even though
went
it's not their
viral in
sound,
2020.
they got a lot of hate on it, and Sarah responded to that hate on TikTok. So it's,
Is that the most
I,
viewed TikTok of
they're
Tegan and
most, no,
Sara?
Nah, their
What
most
is
viewed is the 1 point. It's pinned. It's the first one that's pinned. It's
is that the
them
most viewed?
looking gay when they were young. That's their most viewed.
Nobody's gonna know. Nobody's gonna know.
I know. Oh, they're gonna know.
Is
All
that the
right.
most viewed one?
So yeah, it is
1.2 million?
million point something.
1.2.
Yeah,
I have the feeling that the Cloud9 one has more
maybe
views.
billion point six.
I'm
You
gonna
can see
check.
it.
Gonna check
Check
now.
it. I'm gonna just Google Cloud9 lyrics now. There's nothing so much to analyze, as in I love that holidays in the music video. That's my favorite.
1.6. A little bit.
The part that Tegan and Sarah
And you
duetted
know what's
on or
funny?
got
You know what's
is the
funny?
she
On
part.
the sound on TikTok doesn't have their part. It's
Yeah,
after because they
yeah.
sing and when she loves me, etc., etc. But the part on TikTok,
It's the they one.
if you use the sound, it's Bitch Bunny singing it, not Tegan and Sarah.
Yeah, it's the they one because it's non-binary.
And
They use the she pronouns, the one that Sarah sings on, and I
and
like the
the
song and I like their version a lot.
and the sound itself
It's not
has
my favorite.
13K videos, which is
Yeah, not much.
no, but it's more than Tegan and Sarah's videos because even Closer
Yeah,
doesn't have that many.
no, they don't. They don't have many. Unfortunately, people do not use their songs on TikTok. And when I used to do TikTok,
Closer
I'm always
has
like, why don't
oh
I use
no,
Tegan and Sarah songs on TikTok? Because they're sad. I don't use
where does
sad
the good
songs.
go has almost 4K.
Yeah, but
Closer
that's not a
has
lot.
two
It's not
200.
much. It's not much. That's not a good amount. For you to go viral on TikTok, that's not a good amount at all.
No,
Unfortunately, it's
their
we
songs
are
never went
measured
viral on
by
TikTok. Only Everything is Awesome, but it
that's not
wasn't their
theirs. Wasn't
version.
theirs.
So yeah, this song, the lyrics are straightforward, but it's more about like the impact that it had just in general, I think.
Yeah.
Because and I think it was a nice collab. They did lives about it. It was a cool time when they
It was
released it
cool. I was very happy. I thought they would finally get the fame and popularity, but this
on
world
TikTok.
isn't
Yeah,
yeah, this world is not fair. And, just like my luck in life, their luck is the same.
yeah. Do you want to finish it off so we can now
Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to
go on
conclude
tangents?
this. Of course, I'm going to conclude this. Now here's the thing. I'm going to ask a question. We're going to post it on Twitter. Please answer. And please, once again, before we get the actual announcement of the cancellation of high school or renewal,
Well, by
let's
the
hope
time this goes out, because it's going next weekend, which
next weekend.
is January 15th,
We might have gotten an announcement, but we might
maybe.
have not. So we
We
can
don't know.
still have time. Please, for the
If
love of God,
either
for the
or,
love of whatever you believe in, just please, even, oh my God, just
if it hasn't
please.
if it hasn't been announced, if we're getting a season 2 or not, if it hasn't been announced, then please just
Even
tweet
if it
about
has
it.
been canceled, even where none people are gonna
Oh,
get a second season because they're tweeting about it, and we're not gonna get a second season because none of you are tweeting about it. Hashtag renew high school on Freevee. Don't make me come to you in your wildest nightmares. All right, now for the episode's question: which social media platform do you enjoy seeing Tegan and Sarah on the most? Or present on the most. So tell me, let's post it as a poll on Twitter. How about that? We can make it a poll: TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, and other, because the others are others, and they can tell us in the comment. We'll make it a poll and you can tell us. And the TGS are not going to see this, so they don't care, and nobody cares, but we'd like to know your opinions.
but the poll are anonymous. You can vote.
Obviously, I know.
Yeah.
But people
Even if
don't interact
even
with
if-
us because Tegan and Sarah are not part of this. So I think that's why we don't get interactions.
Whatever, we're doing this for ourselves.
I know, but just we want to talk. That's why we're doing this because we want to talk, and I love talking so much. Obviously, I'm a teacher.
Obviously.
So yeah.
Okay.
Tweet hashtag renew high school on Freevee. Renew high school on Freevee. And
Hashtag, yeah.
ciao. Yeah. Goodbye.
Bye.